Hi, my name is Mike Chase, and I've worked at AvMax for 1 year and 3/4. I'm an aircraft inspector for AvMax. It's kind of self-explanatory. We do inspect the aircraft, but that's after it gets opened up and everything. We work with structures, we work with maintenance, we work with stores in some areas. We also work with the customer, and we work with avionics. We also we visually and sometimes NDT inspect the aircraft. Non-destructive testing is NDT. We have a person specialized in that here in the shop. We also check all the paperwork that's gone through to make sure that all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, make sure that the proper references are used. In other words, I'm almost like the policeman on the floor watching over all these guys that were just before me, making sure that everything's correct to FAA regulations and to the customer specifications. We integrate the customer specifications into our paperwork, and we want to make sure that their specifications are met as well as our specifications. And it's basically the aircraft inspector's job to do that. Patience. That's the best I can tell you, is patience. I've been in and out of AvMax since about 2004, starting up in Calgary, and then we were the company I was working for was our first customer in Great Falls, and I've known AvMax personnel for a long time that way, and ever since I was up in Calgary as a customer, I've always felt like a part of the family. And just like what was alluded to earlier with all the other folks here, it's the people. They make you feel welcome. They make you feel that you're useful. They're willing to help you out in any way possible. The management team is helpful as well. They'll see you through anything that you have any questions on, and make sure that you keep going and working hard. My future goals is to continue in my current position to learn as much as I can. I wouldn't mind moving up in the ladder, but I think that in my current position, I haven't been an aircraft inspector all my life. I've been more on the production side, so I feel that I've got a lot to learn. And the current management structure here is teaching me a lot of things so that if something should happen, I can step into that position and carry on as best I can. Typical day, first thing we do, an aircraft inspector will do a daily walk around of the airplane first thing in the morning. It's an audit, and we look for things that are out of place, that may have been left over from the previous shift that they didn't clean up. Then we go to our job cards, and we determine what cards, after working with production, we determine what cards we can complete, and complete those inspection cards as we need. In the meantime, we're also buying back all the work that's done on the floor. So you've got Matt Chrisman's work to buy back, you've got Theo's work to buy back, you've got Lee's work to buy back. And again, making sure that those cards are correct and to specifications. You also have to go out and take a look at those items too. You want to make sure that those items actually were done correctly. So you're going to go out and inspect those items as well. That goes on throughout the day, because you're not going to get bombarded with a bunch of work at the same time in that regard. But in the meantime, you're also doing your own work, and you're also liaison with the customer to make sure that the customer is satisfied with the work as well. We want to make sure that the customer is satisfied so that they have confidence in the work being done at AvMax. Safety is our top concern. Airworthiness is our next concern, and the list grows on and on. Airworthiness is that the FAA definition of an aircraft that is legal to fly. our customers mostly do not want brand new aircraft. They want an aircraft that's airworthy. So there might be some, an example might be some cabin trim that might have some wear on it or something like that. That is certainly not an airworthiness problem, and it's not going to prevent an airplane from flying. But we want to make sure that all the flight control surfaces are in good working order. All the landing gears are in good working order. The engines are in good working order and doing what they're supposed to do. Those are like the top 3 airworthiness items we're looking for. In my career at other places, I've been to several MROs, and the AvMax MRO, as I stated earlier, is more of a family atmosphere. Some of the MROs I've been to are not so family friendly. They're not so, and they're not very helpful on helping you to grow. I've been to some MROs where there's a contention, a big contention between production and quality that actually will hold up a project. And AvMax actually we work together very well in this capacity. I mean, yeah, sometimes we have our little spats, but that's the way inspection and production is. But most of the time, no, we're here for each other. We want to see a project to go. We want to see the customer happy. We want to see an aircraft leave on time. In an inspector capacity, it's required that you have an A&P certificate. And we talked about that earlier. It's a licensed position. If you like challenges, new challenges every day, you're not into the same old routine as you might be at another place. If you want to help other people to learn and to understand what it is that they're doing, and if you want to improve yourself, this is the place to be. AvMax right here will help you to achieve all those things.